Hi, I'm Lori Phipps, Child and Youth Education Services School Liaison Program Manager from Air Force Services Center in Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to speaking to you about the SLO's role in EFMP. This is a quick overview and agenda of what we'll be covering. We'll look at the program overview of the Child and Youth Education Services School Liaison Program. We'll look at some of the upcoming program initiatives that we have, as well as how we assist the EFMP families. We'll also offer you some resources in the end and the contact resources for our EFMP families to ensure that you're being taken care of from our school liaison officers. We'll start with our program overview. School is an integral component in the life of a child, and thus quality of school life is a major indicator of student success. School satisfaction is a key quality of life issue for military families and remains at the forefront of their concerns. Schools impact the physical, social, and emotional needs of military children and provide focus and stability during permanent change of station, PCS moves, and family separations during members' deployment. As you can see from the quote, this is a top priority for General Goldfein, our Chief of Staff of the Air Force. And he's listening. He's hearing our concerns. We must continue to provide consistent, impactful programming to support military families through the challenges of transition, deployment, and reintegration to help retain a strong and resilient workforce. With intentional and focused support programming from leaders, professionals, and community influencers, there is a significant impact on our ability to empower children who not only survive but also thrive. Armed with reliable, comprehensive information and guided by a common vision for excellence, together we can build a plan for the continual improvement that provides a solid foundation for our military youth throughout our global reach. As you see on the slide, our Child and Youth Education Services, the school liaisons, are committed to outreach, advocacy, and partnership initiatives that generate real-time solutions for military-connected students in grades pre-kindergarten through grade 12 as they face global educational challenges and transitions. The vision of our program is to deliver unparalleled educational advocacy outreach and partnerships for military-connected students around the globe. Often the question arises, what does a school liaison do? The school liaison assists commanders, military personnel, DoD civilian and contracted employees, families in meeting the challenging demands of the military lifestyle by developing and maintaining partnerships between parents, base leadership, local schools, including home schools, private schools, charter schools, virtual schools, DoDEA, and international schools, and the community. The hallmark to force retention is the expectation that families are safe and well supported. Strong families improve mission readiness. The Child and Youth Education Services School Liaison Program assists in providing military children the opportunity to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally, regardless of duty station, deployments, or transition status. This is accomplished through our 7 C's of CYES. Our school liaisons connect schools, families, and communities. They cultivate communication pathways. They customize real-time solutions. They collaborate with community stakeholders. They build a comprehensive professional development network for educators. They construct a network of extensive resources, and they create a system of support for our military-connected families. There are 86 Air Force school liaisons worldwide. And partnered with our joint service team, school liaisons cover the globe and assist all branches all the time. They have created a scaffolding that is unparalleled in support for our military students. The school liaison's primary area of responsibility for serving all military families assigned to their installation. In the case of multiple service school liaisons in the area servicing the same local education agencies, school liaisons will work together with our sister services to ensure that we are not duplicating efforts and overwhelming our local education agencies. For those families that are geographically detached, if there's a school liaison from another service branch within the 1-hour driving distance of the family, he or she will assist the military family. All U.S. military services have agreed to work jointly to ensure that all military families receive school liaison assistance. School liaisons will work with families who are not in a specific area and who are geographically dispersed, such as families of recruiters, JROTC instructors, active duty reservists, etc. School liaisons are standing by to assist, so remember, before you go, make sure you contact your SLO. The school liaison's baseline services are designed to ensure consistency and predictability offered at installations Air Force-wide. Differences in local demographics, installation mission, and community characteristics significantly impact the way that school liaisons function. Transition support is not only for PCS, but when students transition from a CDC to pre-K or kindergarten, transition from middle school to high school, or just a school in general because of redistricting or a crosstown move. Deployment support, not only pre, during, and post, is not only for our families but also for our school districts to ensure that our military family students are being taken care of during those times. Command, school, and community communications, again, enhancing that communication so that they understand the military lifestyle. Pre-K to 12 special education system navigation, alternative schooling support, community stakeholder partnerships. We are constantly building partnerships in the community, and college, career, and military readiness preparation, ensuring that those families and those students are being prepared to enter the world. The school liaison serves as a primary liaison between community schools, commanders, military parents, and community stakeholders in regards to pre-K to 12 education. While facing a wide range of issues concerning military-connected students and their education, in most instances, it is not our responsibility to fix a problem, but to inform and link the military family with individuals or resources that can address the issue. To facilitate solving problems and resolving issues takes the school liaison communicating effectively and fostering those relationships with many stakeholders, to include installation leadership, families, schools, and military community agencies. The opportunity to cross paths with multiple agencies to work together to establish a network of trust and successful partnerships is necessary for our mission success. They are expected to broker the often conflicting interests of parents, teachers, students, district officials, unions, and state and federal agencies, and need to be sensitive to the widening range of our students' needs. The school liaison is recognized as the face of the military to the pre-K to 12 education world and the face of education to our military leadership. Another component of the school liaison program is serving as installation POC for the School Embedded Military Family Life Counselors, or MFLACs. Child and Youth Behavioral Military and Family Life Counselors support and augment child and youth programs, Department of Defense education activity schools, local education agencies, and camps designed for military children and youth and special operation commands. Counselors provide non-medical support to eligible faculty, staff, parents, and children. They may observe, participate, and engage in activities with children and youth, providing coaching, guidance, and support to staff and parents, and model behavior management techniques for our staff and parents as well. Counseling is private and confidential, with the exception of mandatory state and federal and military duty to warn reporting requirements. Our MFLACs provide support on topics such as identifying how students are feeling, bullying, conflict resolution, self-esteem, managing anger and aggression, separation from our parents, problem solving, coping with deployment and reunification, transition and moving, sibling-parental relationships, time management, and divorce, just to name a few. Around the world, we have 259 school-embedded based MFLACs there to service our students during the school day. Education is not an isolated experience, but an interactive endeavor that takes place over the course of a person's life. When the community, schools, and families work together, they can provide the best possible resources and expertise to enhance the education of all children. Therefore, it is a collective responsibility of many groups to educate children. The partnership between EFMP Family Support and school liaisons remains strong to ensure that our military-connected families are provided the tools they need to make those educated decisions. Public Law 94-142, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, requires public schools to educate students with special needs. Nevertheless, students with special needs often have difficulty acquiring appropriate services and experiencing continuity of programs. Program initiatives. We are thrilled to unveil our refreshed brand identity. The School Liaison Program realigned from under the Airman and Family Readiness Flight to the Child and Youth Programs Flight in October of 2018. The realignment allowed for consistent service delivery across the military services. Over the last few months, we have poured our hearts and souls into creating a new image that would accurately depict who we are at our core as a team. Our program has various customers that we serve: military families, leadership, educators, and community stakeholders, each with very specific needs and community-driven interest. Our school liaisons are focusing on the MIC3 compliance in their states, and our 16 Air Force-led states will be leading the charge for all military students in those specific states. If you're not familiar with MIC3, it is the Military Interstate Children's Compact Commission, which is a law, lack of a better term, that enables a smooth transition for our students. School liaisons are student-focused and partnership-driven. Building relationships and partnerships are priorities to ensure that all students have access to the tools they need to be successful. We have made it our purpose to grow with intention as individuals and as a team. We will continue to commit to our customers and provide the same or better level of professionalism you have experienced, and we would like to thank you for your trust and support during our rebranding. How we assist EFMP families. Your school liaisons help identify educational gaps, coordinate and advocate, and obtain a variety of resources and services for pre-K to 12 military-connected students who are experiencing challenges with academic transitioning, to include course and educational program placement, review and support of students identified as special education, 504s, gifted and talented, or as English language learners. By maintaining contact with state and local government and civilian sector educational community and service organizations, your school liaisons help ensure maximum availability of resources and services for our military families. They monitor state and federal legislative initiatives and laws, examining the intent of the legislative actions, as well as compliance of public laws mandating education and related services for the special education requirements. The school liaison monitors program compliance with public laws such as the National Defense Authorization Act, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, the Americans with Disabilities Act, Every Student Succeed Act, and other laws mandating the educational or related services to an individual with disabilities. It is imperative that the school liaison and EFMP family support establish and maintain a cooperative partnership to ensure delivery of integrated program services to better identify community services and resources available for our families. Some of the things that you can expect from a school liaison is working hand in hand to offer workshops, making sure that they can connect you to resources, allowing the opportunity to be able to talk to the schools and provide general information and services in reference to the schools. They do a warm handoff. Again, that baseline services of providing that general knowledge. And they're there for you not only prior to arrival, during your time on station, and a warm handoff as you're outbound. We know that many service members are accepting, rejecting, geo-bacheloring, or requesting other assignments based on the educational opportunities that are available for their children at a proposed duty station. Although state governments, legislature, and state departments of education provide oversight to local education agencies, the specific implementation of state regulations are interpreted at a local level. Local districts may decide to exceed state standards in determining local education policies, but may not provide less than the state requires. Since school districts interpret state regulations differently, It is important to investigate what school options are available from district to district and from school to school. These options allow parents to select the best school setting for their child. All students have different learning styles and needs. Children within the same family may not learn in the same way or at the same rate. Finding the right educational setting for each child requires a careful examination of various options that are available to students and their families. This slide indicates items that you would want to collect and hand carry to your next installation. The Military Interstate Children's Compact Commission, or MIC3, allows you to have a copy of your child's records prior to departing your current installation. This allows for compliance of the compact to be immediately rendered at your gaining school through items such as correct placement and special education support. It is important to remember that a school liaison is not a special educator. Special education programs are guided by federal regulations which define, in general terms, how programs are to be established, services delivered, and records maintained. How those regulations are implemented at the local level may vary from state to state or from district to district. Therefore, it is important that the school liaison be contacted to assist with knowledge of special education services in the local area. Parents remain the primary advocates for the rights and needs of their children with special needs. The school liaison should offer you support by providing access to information about programs and services, referring families to special education professionals, and helping families navigate the administrative systems within the local education agencies. By providing these services, the school liaison equips you, the parent, to make informed decisions about the intervention services and care their children with special needs will or should receive. Through your school liaisons and EFMP family support connections and relationships, the navigation can be made a little less stressful. Resources. Some resources we would like to offer you. Follow us on social media. Air Force Child and Youth Education Services School Liaison Facebook page, and each installation also has a specific Facebook page. This allows our school liaisons to post and share information that may be of benefit to you, the family. Follow us on Twitter as well. Military Special Needs Network has a Facebook page, and National Military Family Association all have great resources for our military families. Some of the great websites that our school liaisons recommend and or utilize often is understood.org, 1in5minds.org/military, Child Mind Institute, Rights Law, which you all are very familiar with, and state-specific SPED websites and hotlines. Also, here are some of our helping agencies, Tutor.com and Khan Academy, which offer online homework help, your local JA office, local disability rights advocates, National Association for Gifted Children, early intervention state agencies, Disability Scoop, SPEDHomeschool.com, Military Parent Technical Assistance Centers, MIC3, and Homeschool Legal Defense Association. These are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to resources that are available for our military families. So again, reach to your EFMP family support and your school liaison, and between the two, they should be able to provide you an unparalleled list of resources available. School liaisons are working together to provide support to students and families throughout the world. No matter where the military takes you, they will be there to assist you in your educational needs. For a worldwide listing of school liaisons, please see dodea.edu partnership for all branches of service. My contact number is also listed there. If you ever need anything, you're not in this alone. I hope that I've been able to offer you some resources and other options as an EFMP family to show you how the school liaisons support you each and every day. So thank you again for taking the opportunity to listen today, and if you ever need anything, please reach out to your closest school liaison.